Oh God, got a clutch. Chlamydia on these nigga. 40.
That's a bit sad, isn't it? Welcome back to another video, y'all. Sheriff Walkie and his bitch Sheriff Walkie. And so today I really came here to talk to y'all about something that has affected me throughout my life, I'm not gonna lie. Hmm. And it's really just not letting the shit that you go through control your life. You know what I mean? Like your problems, some of the major things that happen. And in this video today, I'll share some with you. And so what I'm gonna start it off with, when I was like 14, 13, maybe, my best friend at the time, his name was Parker. And so I'm just gonna give y'all like a short little rundown or whatever. Parker ended up committing suicide. And so because of that, and then after that as well, I had a lot of bad quote unquote talking stages, like whatever you want to call them, but that's the only thing I know how to identify them as. And even after like that and all those things like just combined and piling up on each other, I let that change me. I was so bitter and hateful towards everyone. You know what I mean? And even at that point in time, as you can imagine, I was insecure a bit. And I tell y'all this, that little like short little monologue, because you go through the shit that you go through for a reason, right? And it's not to put you down on life. It's not to try to make you, you know what I'm saying, try to make you cold, bitter. Like so, like most of these like niggas these days, I'm not gonna lie to you. Don't even look at this part, bro. Don't even look at this part because I was trying to get the bird and the bird wouldn't fuck with me. And so anyway, but yeah. So back to what I was saying for real. It's you go through things in life for a reason. And not, like I said, not to make you cold, not to make you bitter, but to understand that life is truly unfair. And I feel that with your problems like that you occur, I mean that you encounter on a day-to-day basis, like an everyday thing. And I feel that instead of seeing those problems as problems, see those issues as opportunities to grow and gain confidence in yourself. Because as of right now, like I see too much fear in the world, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like nobody wants to trust anybody. Everybody's just scared, da 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 da. But it's like, listen, you went through all these things, right? And the fact that you went through all these things hasn't told you anything, it hasn't showed you anything. Like, for example, my experience. I was like insecure. I was like, yeah, nobody cares about me, da 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 da. I was completely like bullshit. Like I was off the rails. I'm not gonna lie. And I didn't learn this until, I don't want to say it was too late, but I wish I would have learned this earlier. That your problems that you encounter in life are only reasons to give yourself confidence. And when people ask, how do you gain confidence? How do you get this? How do you get that? You know what I mean? I feel like confidence is really earned off of your experience. Because you know, like if you're good at something, you're very proficient at something, football for example, you're a receiver, you catch over 100 throws a day, you know, you're good. And then you go out into a game, you're able to translate that because you put in that time. You have confidence in yourself. And so I feel like it's the same thing with your everyday issues, your everyday problems. Because you go through them a lot. I mean, some may be bigger than others, granted, but still you go through them. And now that I have you thinking about it, shouldn't you just have confidence in yourself then? Because you prove to yourself that you are reliable. You're more reliable than anybody else around you. I mean, maybe not your mom or your dad, but you know what I mean? That you've proven to yourself that, I mean, even after all these hardships, after all these things that I've encountered in my life, I'm still able to stand tall, if you will. And you may not be standing as tall as you think you are, but best believe you are. Because the thing is, if you truly want to understand something about yourself, your reliability, your trust within yourself. And it's really crazy how like people don't people say they don't trust themselves, but yet you trust yourself enough to go through these everyday problems. Because if you really didn't trust yourself that much, then why wouldn't you just like let the problems be? Because then you know what I'm saying? Because then, oh, but what? Because like in my head and in some other people's heads too, I bet some other people can relate with me. They're like, oh, but what if I fuck it up? What if I do this? What if I do that? But it's like, why are you worried about something that you've literally done 100 times over? It may not be the same situation, but I bet it has some same similarities to some things that you've already encountered in your life. And so with this, I challenge you to, when going forward, approach every problem with a growth mindset, with a, okay, I've done this before. Not this exact same thing, but I've done something similar to this. And since I've done something similar to this, why would I let this shake me? You know what I mean? And most definitely, like I said, some problems are bigger than others, but you may question, why am I going through this? Why me? Why me? But you're strong enough to endure it. You're strong enough to overcome the situation. You're strong enough to like, dang, bro, build past it. You know what I mean? Because it's just another thing that you've already went through 1,000 times over. It's just a different situation that has similarities to the ones that you've already been through. You've already surpassed them. You've already done the hardest part. You just have to do it. You just have to keep pushing. And I feel like that's like one of the hardest things. Just keep going, even though like you're too tired to go, but you just gotta keep going. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna keep going for you. Nobody can keep going for you. And I heard this other day too while having a conversation with my mom. Your problems are your problems for a reason. My problems are my problems for a reason. I can't do what you do. You can't do what I do. Because we're all different. And so now that after I say that, it's like, and you think about that, like I actually want you to think about what I just said for. And when you think about it, it's like, okay, I'm going through these things for a reason. And yes, you may have other people in your life who are going through different things, but it's like they are here to support you. And if they aren't there to support you, if they aren't there to help uplift you and things like that, then I'm not gonna lie, you probably need some new friends for, because regardless of it, this may sound, I mean, harsh, but every friendship is a situation, like it's beneficial. Everybody benefits. Just like, for example, the crocodile or the alligator or whatever it is, and the bird. The bird eats the food from the crocodile's teeth. The crocodile's teeth are clean. So it's the symbiotic, symbiotic relationship. Everybody wins type shit. But I look, I went off at a little tangent. I'm not gonna lie at the end, but hey, I hope y'all get the gist of it. Really genuinely think about what I said. And I hope y'all fucking with the Minecraft gameplay in the background type shit. But hey, bro, this is Sheriff Walkie out. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day.
Until the death of me, I'll be the same. I never switch up on my nigga.